This is Vince with Bulldog Rooter on job number 36466112. This is a no upload video. We got called out because the customer's main line was backing up. We did provide a jetter service on this line 11 months ago, almost to the day. So it's been less than a year after they paid for a jetter service that they're having a backup again. We knew that there was an in-house blockage before. We ended up jetting from the outside cleanout and from the roof vent. This time we watched at the outside cleanout as we ran water inside, and we saw barely a trickle coming past the outside cleanout, and the tub in the basement was holding water. So we knew, therefore, then there was a clog before the outside cleanout. We pulled the basement toilet and we cabled out through the toilet flange using our spade tip. And we've ran our camera as far into the line as we can. You'll notice I'm kind of sitting in front of a clay tile joint offset, and I can't quite get my camera over that. You can see water trickling now. We have not put water in the line for at least 3-4 minutes, but it's still trickling past. And the inspection will kind of give you answers as to why. So we're pulling back from this joint. That one I believe is about 10 to 15 feet from the city main. And you'll see this line has been jetted in the past, probably more than once, because there's pitting and chipping at the bottom. These roots have grown some since last year, but they were not causing a clog. That's probably the most significant there. There's an offset. It's turning the line to its left, it looks like. So you can see stagnant water here, and that's kind of the theme of the line, is there are bellies throughout. And you'll notice there's clay tile, and we transitioned to ABS, but you can actually see the camera drop. So there's a lip on the bottom of the pipe, which has caused this belly. You see here, the camera head's completely submerged. That looked like ABS out there. It might have been clay though. Yeah, that's actually just a clay offset. That's probably been there since the line was laid in the 20s. So back above water, we have good grade for this section. There's still roots coming in at every joint. Right there, waste is catching on that offset. We've ran quite a bit of water through the line since clearing it, and you can see waste hanging out here. This is all a product of the bellies in the line. You can see water trickling even minutes after the toilet flush. More solid waste. Another belly here, and a root intrusion as well. That one still is almost flush with the pipe. So the camera is totally underwater here for several feet. There's loose roots. You can see the camera moving over. And I think here we are actually in ABS, so the transition from clay to ABS. Couldn't quite make it out, but it's about 50 to 55 feet. The ABS, you can see there isn't so much roots growing in because it's newer pipe. That one I think is loose actually. Getting closer to the basement toilet flange. There's another belly. And here we transition from the original clay to ABS, and you can see the outside cleanout's plumbed in right there. Another belly, as you can see, there's a pretty bad offset to where the camera dives underwater and then comes back above water. So kind of like what you see here on the top right corner, which is the top of the pipe, there's another lip here, but it's actually in the opposite direction as the one downstream. So here, this is where the outside cleanout cannot reach. and there is no inside clean out. There's roots, just like the clay down the line, at every joint. Here's a transition cast iron to clay, and you can see there's a very significant root intrusion coming in at the top there. The cast iron's in typical shape for its age. There's pitting and it's rough, but I don't see roots coming in the cast, and I don't see grade issues either. Here's a transition to ABS, which is inside. That's where the basement bathroom was plumbed in. Now it's kind of a lip too that's holding water back. That's not so much a grade issue, but it looks like it could even be a bad cut on the ABS. You see we dropped down. That isn't where the clog formed, however. It's just worth noting. Tie-in right there. Tie-in right there. And the fitting right here. You can see also a little bit of standing water here right past the flange. This is the basement toilet flange where work was performed today. This concludes the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.